Marty from AFTV, I am here with Liv after Arsenal beating Port Vale 2-0 at Vale Park. A tough evening in Stoke for the Arsenal. Probably not the best performance, but no doubt, Liv, you are going to tell us all about it.
Well, not the most convincing win. I thought the first half was good. Obviously, an early goal from Eze, and what a goal. Ball from Martinelli to Miles Lewis-Skelly and that cheeky little kick. But I'm not sure if he even touched the ball, but very smart. And a lovely little finish from Eze. So, yeah, brilliant. And been waiting for him to score, so happy days. And then the second half, he sort of dropped off a bit. We just looked a bit messy, really, a bit disorganised. I think we was a bit disorganised in the midfield. And I think you can take a couple things from that, really. Is that maybe that's what Arteta's trying to avoid when he does, not maybe have as many attacking midfielders on the pitch. I still don't think he's right in doing that. I think today proved also in the first half that we just looked immediately more direct. We scored in the 7th minute. We just, we looked, the football just looked a lot more positive, and I really hope he looks at that and agrees and goes on that way, because I think that's the way to go.
You make a really good point then, but then obviously after about 20, 30 minutes, the game seemed to slow down for Arsenal, and especially in the second half, as you've outlined. At times it seemed we struggled with possession, and Port Vale we allowed them to get into the game. So why do you think that is? And with your argument with being more creative, how do you think Arteta could avoid that better?
I'm not sure it was even an Arteta tactical issue we had at that point. I just think we just looked a bit messy, and I think Port Vale had a lot of bodies behind the ball, and they gave us issues. I mean, they still didn't get a shot on target. I don't think it's nothing to go crazy about and, have a meltdown. But at the end of the day, we should be going away to these teams and really sticking it to them. But we saw glimpses of it. And again, lots of new signings. I mean, I can only say that for so long. I think I say that on every fan count, that we're still getting used to, a lot of these new signings and playing with... We're not used to playing with so much quality going forwards. It's going to take... I'd say it take at least until Christmas for us to really, settle in that respect.
So you say wholesale changes, we're bringing in quality for quality. Do you think the quality that we brought in tonight showed their quality in replacement for that quality that we've been seeing?
Absolutely, and not just the new players. Nwaneri, he was great, really, really good. But he hasn't put a foot wrong, in my opinion. Every time he's played for us, he's been brilliant. He's young, fresh. Him and Lewis-Skelly, they just want to get forwards, and same with Max Dowman when he came on. Just fearless going forwards, and we need a bit more. There's a healthy balance, Marty. We've got to meet somewhere in the middle, and I think just recently we've been lacking that. So big up to the young players, and big up to Eze as well.
Definitely. I mean, there was a time where we used to have young players, just, a complete plethora of young players rolled out in these Carabao Cup games. But now we've got quality, so we have Brighton in the next round. Very interesting draw. Team that have had some results against Arsenal in previous outings at the Emirates. How do you see this going?
I'm a Brighton girl myself.
Ooh. Okay, sneaky undercover Brighton fan.
Look out for that.
Probably,
You should support Brighton. No, I hear it all the time. It is what it is. Arsenal's my team. But they have been a bit of a bogey team. We've obviously we drew to them. Did we draw to them at home last season? But we did go down to 10 men. It's not the easiest game. There were other games I'd much rather in there, but at least we didn't get a Liverpool or a City or a Spurs.
Or a
Newcastle.
And
especially a Newcastle.
And speaking of Newcastle, we go to St James's Park on Sunday for a big, huge Premier League game. How do you see this going?
I think there's a lot of pressure on this game, more than just because of recent results and our performances, more than there should be, maybe. If we lose and Liverpool win, that's us, 8 points behind. That's a big gap this early on, and obviously it is only going to be game week 6, game week 5. Where are we?
Game week 6.
Yes. But I think it's important to win these types, especially these types of games, so you can sort of not feel as pressured against some of the, bottom half of the table teams. We have to win, and Arteta's got to get it right this weekend. The lineup's got to be ambitious.
Yes.
We can't go into this scared or timid. We've got to go for it. So I'm nervous, and I'll tell you again exactly how I feel when I see the lineup.
Wicked. Look, well, Liv, you've been an absolute superstar. Thank you very much. You've been on a watch-along. Speaking of the watch-along, please check it out. There was an absolute monumental clash between the Lyle brothers. It was one of the best I've seen on AFTV. They were going toe-to-toe like Joshua and Ngannou for absolutely ages. It was brilliant. So, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Let's get this up to 2 million. I've been Marty. This has been AFTV signing out.
GFN Soccer TV, with all your favourite shows in one place, is now live in the UK with Samsung TV Plus.